How's everyone doing? It's time for a Friday Night BBQ Party. And we're getting ready to rock and roll. Why? Because it's Friday night and we're getting ready to cook. Ready to spend time with our peeps, our friends, our homies, all that good stuff. So thank you for joining us here on Montana Max Barbecue. Taco Maniac, #1 in the house. Thanks for joining us, brother. Appreciate you being here, man. We're going to get things a little mixed up tonight because we're going to take you Frisky Friday. Oh, man, I couldn't have a Frisky Friday without you here. You know that. So we're going to take things up a notch, take you over the sea, and we're going to add a little Asian flair to what we're doing tonight. We're back outside. The winds have died down, but it's getting cold here. You might be able to see my breath on camera. Let's see if I can do it. I can see it in front of me. But that's outdoor cooking, right? And so we're getting ready to rock and roll. We're probably sitting right about 38 degrees or so, give or take. But, oh, Taco Maniac, you're in luck. Here she comes. She just had to go grab me a pan. You can do it. You skinny, Minnie. But we're going to take your taste buds on a trip over to the great continent of Asia. We're going to be doing up some Asian-style chicken drumsticks as well as some Asian-seasoned eggplant. What? Eggplant? Yeah, it's a thing. Taco Maniac's here. He'd love to see you. There she is, my partner in crime as always.
Hello.
Miss Kansas City, Jen.
Hi.
Talking into the mic like a good girl. She's learning so much, so fast, so quickly. All right, babe. I actually got a heater set up for her, so she's all good to go. I'm going to be taking that heat off the radiant vibes of my Traeger Ironwood 885. And of course, it's Friday. It's a party. So grab yourselves a drink. Let's crack one open. Bam. Got myself a little moose drool from Big Sky Brewing to kick things off here tonight. And we might as well start jumping into the cooking. What do you think, babe? Let's do it, she says. Let's get cooking. Let's get cooking. So we're doing chicken, right? Not just any chicken. We're doing chicken legs. So I'm going to grab myself a pan here because we don't want raw chicken everywhere, right? No, that would be bad news. And Jen's getting it pulled up right here so she can keep me in line, keep me in the loop with what's going on. If I miss something in chat or something like that, she will keep it on the level. Let's glove up. We're dealing with raw chicken. We don't want that nastiness, right? Right. You warm over there, baby girl? Perfect. All right. What is the temp right now? Do you know?
I can find out.
She will find out what the exact temperature is for our outdoor cooking. And this isn't even the worst of it. We're just starting to get cold. All right, so we got some lovely chicken legs here. We're going to get these in a pan. We're going to do some seasoning on these. And what you're going to learn tonight is very basic ingredients, right? And in order to give them a flair, a different flavor, it's all about the seasoning. That's how we take our flavor to a whole nother level. That's right, off the screen level.
40 degrees.
40 degrees right now. Not too bad. Not too bad. Jen is dressed like she's ready for -32, but that's okay. All right, so let's throw some chicken legs in the pan here. Just your run-of-the-mill, grocery store-bought chicken legs. And of course, we could do barbecue chicken legs. Mom says burr.
Yes.
Mom says burr. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. All right. So we got our chicken legs in the pan. It's time to season. So we're going to take a little olive oil here. Pop that cap off. Let's give them a nice little drizzle. With my other hand, I'm going to get a little rubby-dubby on my chicken wings. Rub-a-dub-dub. And flip them over. We want a nice, even coating, right? And this is what our seasoning is going to adhere to. You know that I'm not that drunk yet, Mother, because I can still say words like adhere. By the end of the stream, we will go back to that word and see if it still holds true. Jen is not confident. She has already made her claim it won't. All right. So we got a nice layer of olive oil on our chicken here. All right. And so what we're going to do to season our chicken, and I know you've seen me use plenty of different barbecue spices because predominantly I am a barbecue pit master, right? And we're pit mastering things up. But tonight we're going to do things a little differently. We're going to use a little bit different spices. And if you go to your grocery store, you're going to see me using a bunch of different sauces and products and stuff that's not going to be familiar probably to your pantry. But all this stuff, you can go to your local grocery store in the ethnic food aisle, and that's where you'll find everything from Chinese food, Thai food, Mexican food. That's all going to be in one spot, down one aisle. It's usually in close to the center of the grocery store. If you found the tortillas, you are close. What are you eating?
Pistachios.
She's over there mowing down pistachios.
Because I have to wait for dinner.
Because she has to wait for dinner. You know what time dinner is. Sometime later. So what we're going to use to season our chicken tonight is what they call 5-spice. Okay? Chinese style 5-spice. Very potent. So you want to go light on this. But it smells awesome. You can already smell when you flip that lid that Asian flares. You're not going to apply it like a heavy barbecue rub, right? Just very light. But we want to coat all sides of the chicken. And I do everything like a barbecue chef, so I'm going to shake it on. If you wanted to, you could put it in a bowl with olive oil, mix it up with a fork, brush it on if that's more your style. But it doesn't take much. Don't go over the top. Like when you're seasoning ribs and stuff, you're just going to be all like, you're going to make it rain seasoning, right? Not with this stuff. You want to be a little bit more delicate. But you do want a nice even coating. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. And everything's in the pan here. If you miss a few spots when you're working on the grill, you can always go back and touch it up. And then use your hands. Get in there. Glove up if you don't like to touch meat so much. That's all right. Some people aren't a big fan of touching raw meat. I can understand that. I can appreciate that. And make sure we get a nice, light, can't emphasize it enough, go light with this. 5-spice is strong. Coating on your chicken. All over the place. But nice and light, evenly distributed. All right. Now we do a lot of cooking of competition chicken, which we should do that as an episode. We'll show you how we actually do our competition, award-winning. We pull down a lot of calls with our chicken in the short time that we've been cooking professionally. So we should probably do an episode where we actually go through that with people and show the process. It's not as simple as you may think. It's not just season, throw it on, and wish yourself luck. There's a lot of steps to it when you're in the competition game. But we're trying to make recipes here that are very approachable to everybody. And it. Huh? Oh yeah, and then Jen will teach you how to do kale boxes. You got to have the right level of OCD to pull that off. And let me tell you, she's got it. She pulls it off well. All right, so we got everything here. Flip her on over. Work it in the pan. Now, you see here I kept one glove on, one glove off. This hand is chicken free. That's what I use with my spices. Not my gross chicken hand where I'm going to be touching a bottle and then put that back in the cupboard. Because what? Cross-contamination, kids. That's right. It'll make you sick. Especially if it sits there with all that nasty. You don't want that. Now this chicken's going to take the longest, so we're going to get that on first. I've talked about this before in our episodes, but timing is crucial, right? Right. So we want to get the chicken on first. We're cooking right above 300 degrees. I'm sitting about 310 right now. We will kick up the heat later. Take that glove off. Let's get a fresh one to put her on there because it was getting nasty. It's getting nasty. All right. Where's my unusually long tongs that double as my guitar and my microphone? There we go. I've got a grill grate in here heating up. I'll show you that a little bit later. I'm just going to move that over to the side. We're going to be using a grill grate trademark. It's a product to actually get some really nice looking grill marks, which when you, oh, there we go. When we cook our eggplant later, you're going to see how we present them, and we get these beautiful looking grill marks on there. And then when you serve them, people are going to be like, oh my God, Becky, those are so beautiful. You'd be like, yeah, because I use grill grates. We use grill grates a lot too when we're cooking SCA events. When you're cooking a steak, you ever see those pictures and you see those beautiful diamond marks that are in a picture and you're like, oh my God, how do they do that? This is how they do it. And I'll show you how with eggplant. But if you want beautiful grill marks, that's the way to go about it. So we're going to oil up our grates here. We don't want our chicken skin catching to the grates because of the heat. We don't want our chicken skin tearing. We're going to get these guys going. Somebody is running like a shop vac or something, like a block away. Really kind of annoying. It's Friday Night BBQ Party. It's not time to shop vac. It's time to party. You should be keeping track of how many pistachios you're putting away over there. By the end of the show, we should have like, guess how many pistachios Jen ate tonight. All right. Say what? They are delicious. You are correct. All right. I'm going to get a little extra seasoning here on a few spots that I missed. And that's literally what this is called. Let's flip her on over. Wrong way. Chinese style 5-spice. Even coating, so we're going to get her on there, give her a little pat. We want every bite that they take, right, to have that flavoring on there. You don't want it hit and miss. That bite was delicious. This bite was not so much delicious. Nice, even experience all the way around. All right, chicken, do your thing. Do your thing, chicken. All right. Got a little 5-spice on my cutting board here. We're going to get rid of that. Make sure we got a nice surface to work on. That's why we used a pan to season our chicken in. We didn't just put our chicken right on a cutting board. Then you have salmonella. That's going to cross-contaminate your other stuff that you're cooking. Bad idea. Do it in a pan. Do it on a disposable cutting board. And most importantly, it's Friday Night BBQ Party. And thank you for joining us. And make sure you treat yourself, because you just did a good job with chicken. Yes, you did. All the recipes that we do on our show here, and everything in the past, we're going to have those eventually put up here on our website. So, and hopefully in the future, at some point, when we get a little bit more planny going on, we'll actually post them ahead of time so you could do some cooks with us right along at the same time. Wouldn't that be fun? Yes, it would. That's what it's about. Joining together, community, all is one. All right. Let's start getting our eggplant going. What do you say, babe?
I would love to.
She would love to. Here's eggplant. Eggplant. That's what you're looking for in the grocery store. This weird thing. And I got 2 of them. I always remember from the 90s, whenever I grab eggplant, is the movie Coneheads. when they see eggplants.
Yeah.
And they're like horrified. If you don't know what Coneheads is, go watch it. It's a classic. All right, so we're going to cut these two different ways. We're going to kind of do them in two different presentation styles. We're going to do it in the Americanized way, and we're going to do it more in the Asian style. There are such a thing as Asian eggplants. They didn't have them available at the grocery store. You can use regular eggplants, but they are two different vegetables. They do have different flavor profiles. If you have an Asian market, highly suggest picking up Asian eggplant for this recipe. Here in Hastings, no Asian market. So we're going to do standard eggplant, but we are going to season it in the Asian fashion. Okay? Okay. So we're going to take the tops off. There you go. Eggplant City. Population U. Let's start cutting away here. This one we're going to cut into round circles. So we're just going to go right down the eggplant. Let's cut her over there. There we go. Got the Nikiri knife, big vegetable chopping blade. And we're going to cut these thicker, all right? Because we're going to be grilling these, and then we're eventually going to be grilling them on high heat. If you cut them too thin, they're going to dry out. They're going to lose all their texture, all their flavor. So we're going to be looking for about 3/4 of an inch when we cut these. Just about like that. See that? Nice, good chunk there. As always, uniformity is a good deal when you're cooking your vegetables or whatever you're cooking, because we want all these to finish at the same time. And this is really easy to cut through. Eggplant, like, not a big deal. If you're doing like sweet potatoes and things like that, like you may have seen us do in our past episodes, quite a bit more difficult to get through.
Is it more like a squash?
Say what?
Is it more like a squash?
Jen just asked, is it more like a squash? No, it's not. It's more like a cucumber when you cut through it, actually. Very easy. No problems. Hold one of these up so you can see. There you go. That's the inside of an eggplant. Were you expecting more? I don't know. Let's cut this eggplant up. There we go. Probably get one more out of this guy. I'm real careful here. Nice and easy. That'll work. Get rid of that end. We don't want that. All right. So we got these nice circles here. Look. So that's how we're going to do that one. These nice big circles, about 1/4 inch thick. Mother does not like the eggplant.
Why not?
She's not an eggplant fan.
She might like it if you cook it for her.
You might like it if I cook it, Jen says. That's true, because maybe you just haven't had eggplant the right way yet.
Maybe Dave's been
Has Dave been cooking the eggplant? Jen wants to know. That could be the problem.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did say that. You can't point at me and go, I didn't say that after you just said that. No shush.
That was
You drink your seltzer and live with what you said.
no, it was a joke. It was a joke. Ha ha ha.
Relax over there. All right, so this one we're going to actually cut long ways. So let's get her on the close up here. There's the outside. There's your about 3/4 inch. We're going to cut them that way, long ways. Circle ways, long ways. Circle, long. Circle, long. Look at how much we're learning here. Shapes, numbers, colors. Frickin' variable Sesame Street going on at our Friday night barbecue party. Just make sure you have a good grip on it. Keep your fingers out of the way. There we go. Now, people like my mother that don't like eggplant are probably not liking it because eggplant is known to have a bitter taste. All right? The bitter taste actually comes from the seeds of the eggplant. That's what makes it bitter. Yes. Question?
Can you remove the seeds?
Can you remove the seeds? You can, not an easy task.
But you would do it for your mom.
No, I'd prepare it correctly and she wouldn't even notice. I wouldn't have to remove the seeds. There we go. Flip her on over. We've got some new buttons to play with here. There we go. Look at that. So there's the seeds right down there. They're right in the middle, so you can wipe them out. I'll just use my thumb here. Or use a spoon. You can use a spoon. It's very soft, so you don't have to, you know, dig it in there. But you can remove them. It just takes a little bit of time and work. With our seasoning and stuff, it shouldn't really be a problem to have to do that. All right, let's finish this guy up. He's going to be a bugger. Let's go the other way. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Joining us on Twitch? Awesome. Thank you for joining us. We're rocking out a little Asian flair tonight on our barbecue party. Hopefully you are celebrating Friday and grabbing your drink of choice and kicking back and relaxing. That's what we're doing. We're making some awesome food. We're out here cooking on the Traeger, Ironwood, 885. So much space to cook all your delicious food on. And I just got done cutting up some eggplant. Chicken's already on. We season that with Chinese 5-spice. That's what you look for in the grocery store. It's literally called Chinese 5-spice. It's used in all sorts of Chinese cooking. You're going to see us prepare a sauce here in just a minute. And you're going to see a bunch of different stuff. And you're like, oh my God, all these ingredients. If you go and buy these ingredients, which we'll post up later, you can basically cook most Chinese dishes in a very short amount of time and have that flavor. And then if you're cooking for your girlfriend, your wife, your friends or whatever, and you're like, yeah, we're doing a little Asian flair tonight. You're going to look like a freaking genius. And you're going to spend about $10 to $15 to get all these flavors into your pantry. Super easy. Eggplant's done. Treat yourself. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do here, we'll get our eggplant all laid out right in front of us. There we go. Circles and long ways. And because we're cooking these on the grill, we're going to take our chef knife, or I'm going totally Asian tonight. This is my santoku knife. Santoku is just fancy because it's a Japanese style blade and it's the Japanese chef knife. And we're going to go and we're just going to score these across one way. And then we'll come back across the other way. Just with the tip of your blade, go through. You don't want to penetrate all the way through. Just very lightly across the tops. It's super soft, so you don't have to go very hard. And let's see if I can hold this up. That's awfully bright, so you're not going to really be able to see that, but you will when it cooks. So the reason we're scoring this, right, is because we're going to season these, and we want that seasoning to get into the eggplant and work its way completely through the entire flesh of the plant. We really only need to do this on one side. You can do it on both. Doesn't matter. If you're feeling like you really want to get busy with your knife, by all means, go for it. And we're going to put these all into a pan to start with a bunch of different ingredients, right? Not a lot. It's not overly complicated. But a few different things to get that flavor working. Because that's what we're about, right? We're about working all this flavor together to create a different levels of flavor. When they take their bite, you don't want just salt. You don't want just sweet. You don't want just hot or sour or whatever. You want to combine all those. That's how you take your cooking to the next level, is by combining these flavors into one bite. And that's what we focus on so much when we're competition cooking. When we do competition cooking, right, Oftentimes the judges will only take one bite of your dish. That's all you get. One bite. They're eating tons of different people's dishes. So all you get is one bite to dance across their tongue. So you want to combine all those sensory nodes that are on your tongue. Near and far. Also Sesame Street. With the camera.
Oh.
Near, far. Near, far. So you want to hit, your tongue is like split up. All your taste buds aren't the same all over your tongue, right? You've got sour in one area. You've got sweet in one area. You've got bitter in one area. You got salty in one area. So when you take that one bite, you want all those receptors in your tongue to go off at the same time. And that's how you get that really, wow, this is super interesting what I'm tasting. Versus this is just salty. This is just sweet. Oh my God, this is so sweet. You want all those to play together, and then your brain goes, there's something really wonderful happening inside my mouth right now. And that's how you get a really enjoyable meal. All right, eggplant's all scored. Grab yourself a pan. Give it a nice little spray with some olive oil or drizzle. I like using olive oil spray when I'm cooking because it's easy. We don't want these to stick to the pan when we're cooking them. And these can kind of just all get dumped in there. For right now, not a big deal, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to put a bunch of different stuff into the pan, and all those flavors are going to work together, all right? So the first thing we want to do, all this stuff, easy grocery store stuff. Very little prep tonight. Usually you see me chopping garlic, chopping carrots, chopping this. You know what? You can buy garlic pre-minced. Comes in a jar. Easy to do. So we're going to take a spoonful of garlic. Throw her in there. Garlic, super big deal in Asian cooking. Along with garlic, we're also going to do ginger. Guess what? Ginger root, when you have to peel that and cut that, is a pain in the ass. It really is. I've done it many times. I like cooking with raw ingredients, and when we do competition, I wouldn't buy minced ginger. I would buy ginger root. I would peel it. I would chop it up, because that's the freshest, most purest form you can get when you're doing competition cooking. It really makes it pop. This is a close second. Minced ginger, right where you would get your minced garlic. So at home cooking, you're still going to get good flavor, all that kind of stuff with it. So put a spoonful of that in there. It's going to be about 2 tablespoons, right? Give or take. All right. Then we are going to take soy sauce. We're going to drizzle that all in the pan here. We're going to get in here with some gloves, right? And mix all this up so everything in the pan is getting a fair shake at all this stuff we're putting in here. All right. And then we're going to use a little rice vinegar. Easy peasy. All right. And let's get this on close up. Pure Colombian cocaine. Also Sesame Street. I'm kidding. This is just sugar. Regular sugar. It's just the cutest little container you ever did see, though. And so we're going to put a little sugar in there to help balance the saltiness of the soy. And then, for the real fun ingredient, right? Because I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. That's where you go, ba-da-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. You know that song, babe?
I do now. I've heard it. Yeah.
I do now.
I've heard it. But I would
She heard it one time in college at a party.
never thought of it like it's such a random thing to think of.
Not when we're cooking in Asia. It's not that random. All right. So the last thing we're going to add, and then we're going to mix it all up. That's why I got gloved up just to keep my hands, is we're going to add sake. Sake to me one more time. So sake is a rice wine, which is also super duper potent. So you got to be careful. High alcohol content in sake. But it doesn't taste like wine. It tastes like its own thing. It's kind of like a fragrant. I've tried too much sake. Not enough sake. Very fragrant. It doesn't taste like alcohol. That's why it gets people in trouble. It doesn't. And it doesn't taste like wine, but it's great for cooking with. Great for infusing flavors, because a lot of sake is made with like plum infusions and rose blossoms and things like that. So yeah, it's totally healthy. It's about as healthy as tequila is, babe. Just because it's like tequila is made from agave, so that must make it more healthy than other liquors. Yeah. If I would have known you would by that kind of logic, I would have jumped on that train a long time ago. All right. Now we mixed everything up in the pan. I'm just going to do one more drizzle of the soy sauce in there. Make sure that all gets a coating. That's why we score it, right? So all these liquids and stuff will work their way down. And we're going to take the pan. We're going to put her on the Traeger. And I'm going to use my unusually long tongs to move some chicken around here, which is already coming along nicely. To make some room for my pan. Smelling good already. Looking good, smelling good. Yes, yes, yes. All right, Eggplant, here we go. I made you a home. It's time to go live in it. Now, we just want this to work in a pan with that liquid. A little more sake. We're going to let that ride. Cheers. Treat yourself. You're doing great. You're doing great. I'm doing great. And we really big shoe. Really appreciate you being here tonight. So thank you for that as well. All right. So we got our eggplant working. Yes? Yes. Super easy. Super straightforward. Now, what we got to get working after that is we got to get a sauce for our chicken. I'm having trouble seeing my monitor. That's why I do that. When you see me lean like this, I'm leaning in. Because I do need new glasses. I need a haircut, I need new glasses, and I need some Asian chicken. And Jen. But I'm going to mark off one of those tonight. 2 of those. Chicken and Jen. She looked up, she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? All right. So here's where we're going to get a bunch of these different Asian ingredients. Oh, God, I almost forgot. There is one ingredient I forgot here. You can pour this into the pan. Not a big deal. Write this down. Get this in your cupboard. Fish sauce, all right? Just flip her on over. This is what it looks like. Thai fish sauce. Huge ingredient in like a bunch of different Asian foods. There's no fish in fish sauce. It's just the translation with the name. But this also is going to go in with your eggplant. Take this cap off. I am not going to take that cap off. That cap is on there. So pour some fish sauce in with your eggplant as well. I'm so sorry, I almost forgot that. That's the whole reason I bought that, is for that damn eggplant. I always forget one thing, but it's not going to be fish sauce, damn it. It's not going to be fish sauce. All right. So now let's start working on the sauce. Besides the 5 spice, the sauce that we're going to be glazing our chicken with this evening. So let's get a pan on the burner here. Perfect. Get our pan going nice and hot. And let's start adding some things to our pan. All right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little olive oil into our pan. Not a lot, just a drizzle. When you drizzle olive oil, if you're cooking for your friends, see, look at that, drizzling. You can see how cold it actually is. That pan's not even very hot and we're already steaming out here. When you drizzle, and you'll be like, I added a drizzle of olive oil, your friends will think you're so chefy. So chefy. That's the new word, chefy, babe. So let's get that olive oil all over the pan there. Nice even coating. And I just want to get that heated up. In the meantime, thank you for joining us on Montana Max BBQ TV, featuring Kansas City Jen, the most Kansas City Jen that there is. See how easy it is to score points? She's all like, that's so sweet. That's all it takes, fellers. Pick her town, say she's the best one from it. It's true. And then back it up with something like that. She's over there like, oh, I'm so warm under my blanket and 17 hoodies in your patio heater. It also doesn't hurt if you feed them about 5-6 ciders before you go on the air. All right. There we go. Getting nice and hot. Using our little butane stove outside here. Don't use propane stoves inside if you have one of those camp stoves. Don't do it. You will die of carbon monoxide poisoning. Outdoor cooking. We are outside. I know you can't see it behind the Traeger flag, but there's a beautiful, majestic forest that is Montana Max National Park out back here. Some people have seen it during our day streams, which you can join us on Sundays when we're outside during the day for our game day smoke down, where we too much sake. When we prepare tailgating type dishes, whether you're into football, basketball, baseball, cricket, lacrosse, esports, if you like to follow the Ninja or the Dr. Disrespect, that's their names. They're popular. All this food's good for that, getting together with your friends. That's really what it comes down to, no matter what you're doing. All right, so once again, Asian cooking, super important. Garlic and ginger, huge components in Asian cooking. We're making this real easy tonight. We're going to use pre-minced garlic. And put a big spoonful in your pan. There we go. Get over here. See if you can hear that sizzle. There we go. Garlic. Now let's add some ginger. This is the sauce we're doing here, right? Sauce that we're going to be glazing our chicken with. Then we're going to add in a nice big spoonful of ginger as well. All right. Easy peasy. Of course, with me as always, besides Kansas City Jen, is Spoonie McSpoonerson, my favorite spoon in the whole planet. And we're going to cook that garlic and ginger together here for about a minute. Yeah, it doesn't take long. Jen just goes, oh my God, that smells good. Garlic and ginger, use it in your cooking. Cook it in the pan with a little oil. It will start putting off an aroma real quickly. In a real nice aroma. People will dig it.
And our neighbors are all watching us.
Oh yeah, they say now enjoying the live show?
I think so.
Awesome. We've got neighbors in Montana National Park here that are like, think they're getting invaded by close encounters of the third kind. All right. So, here we go. Let's start adding some things to our sauce, right? So, the first thing we want to do is we want to add rice vinegar. About a 1/4 cup, right? I'm going to turn that heat down just a touch there. There we go. Rice vinegar. And then we're going to add about a 1/4 cup of chicken stock. We're actually using bone broth. I talked about this in our last episode. Bone broth has a lot more flavor than standard stock does. You can take the option, use a bone broth, whether you're cooking with chicken, beef, pork, whatever. If you see bone broth, get the bone broth, all right? And then we're going to add, here we go, a little sesame oil. You can get this right in your ethnic food aisle. Sesame is another big flavor of Asia. Thailand, Asia, Chinese, Japanese, all that good stuff. Add that in there. Huh? Jen's loving the smell already. It does smell good, doesn't it? All right. So here's the one you probably haven't heard of is Hoisin Sauce. Super typical in Asian fare. And this is going to be the main component of our sauce. It's very thick. You can see this here. Bloop. So while everything's like a 1/4 cup, this is going to be like 3/4 cup, all right? So we're going to add a fair amount of this. It's thick, so you need that other liquid for it to work with and cook down with, all right? And the last thing we're going to add is sweet chili sauce. Back to the 1/4 cup with this. Also thick. You got a thick sauce like this, or your Heinz 57 ketchup, use the back end of a spoon. This will give you a little sweet, little spice. Get out of there. There we go. Awesome. Then we're going to mix it all together and let it cook. I lowered the heat down. You don't need a super duper hot pan for this. You want a hot pan, but not 600 degrees hot. All this, of course, if you don't have a grill, you don't have a freaking big ass Traeger like I do, all this can be prepared on your stovetop and in your oven, in your kitchen. You don't have to go outside where it's, what's the temperature now? Have we dropped?
I think it's 70 degrees.
Jen is under the heater, so she is at a lovely about 70 degrees right now. We're going to just stir all this together. Awesome. Smelling good, looking good. Get that heat up a little bit. Oh, I think my tank's running out, babe. I barely got a flame. It's a good thing I went to the lovely world of Wall and got myself a backup. We're going to switch out my can here real quick. Actually feels full. I think it just might be because it's cold out, babe. Could be that simple of a deal. I'm still going to switch it out. Something's happening with that. Oh, that's why. Your butane stoves have a lovely safety feature where if the burner's actually on, which it was, that's better. It won't let you click the tank into place. Because the lovely people at Coleman go, you know what? We'd really like it if you didn't explode yourself.
Yeah.
And Jen would like that too. All right, so we got a fresh tank in here. Flame's kicking now. There we go. Let's heat this up, get it going. And then while this is starting to heat back up a little bit, and we're going to get all those flavors melded together, give it a quick little taste. Oh,
I don't like it.
you want a little taste of the sauce?
I think I'm gonna like it,
Yeah, you are. Come here. Come here. Just take a little taste before it gets all hot.
It's not too hot.
No.
You're not gonna burn me.
No, I'm not going to burn you. Not unless you ask for it, like with candles later. Well, Taco Maniac showed up. I had to give him something. Just go ahead and stick your finger in there and just give a little taste.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's super good.
Really good. I think I taste this. Is it sesame oil in there?
Yep, you get the sesame oil, you get the hoisin sauce, you get all that. A little sweet chili.
That's gonna be delicious.
So we're going to let that work. Take the heat down. We just want that to kind of simmer away. Oh, look who showed up. Look who decided to poke her head around Friday Night BBQ Party.
Who would it be? Olivia?
It is Olivia.
No.
Yes. Olivia's not in the house tonight. Usually she's laying on her bed watching the show. Tonight she's working.
She should let Noah comment.
All right. This is getting hot real quick. The one thing I will tell you with these outdoor cooking stoves, you got to be real careful. She said, I did. Looks good. The one thing you got to be careful with these outdoor cooking stoves is they get super hot, super fast. I'm going to add a little bit more stock in there, a little chicken stock, just to give that liquid, because we want this is a glazing material. We can glaze with it thick, but we don't want it where you're like spooning out frickin' paste. All right, let's give our chicken some attention. We can't forget about the star of the dish, our chicken licky. These guys are starting to look good. So we're gonna just turn these guys. Grab your old tongs, your unusually long tongs, right? Give them a little clicky clicky. That's what you gotta do. Let's go ahead and turn that chicken around. I'm going to enjoy that heat coming off there. Jen's getting all spoiled with her heater over there. We're going to have to do a stream where you get no heat. We'll just put you in a chair right next to me. And then we'll have to have people, like, people will have to tip to get you inside.
No.
For charity.
Hell no.
For charity. She's like, hell no. Hell no. All right, chicken's looking good. I'm going to go ahead. This eggplant isn't going to be super hot cooking in a pan. So I'm going to go ahead and put a glove on. And I'm going to kind of get everything moved around there. Stir your sauce. Oh, smells so freaking good. Like I said, we'll post this later for anybody that wants to make this sauce. You'll absolutely love it. Super easy to do. There we go. Stuff that's on the bottom comes to the top. Stuff that's on the top goes to the bottom. I'll pull one of these out here. Let me throw it over to the main cutting board cam, because I think now, I hold it up here, you can see those score marks. You can see how all that soy and the fish sauce and all the things that we put in this pan are starting to work their way into those cracks and crevices. That smells really good too. You're gonna have a different flavor profile, and that's what you want. When we're cooking our vegetables, we don't want everything to taste same on the plate. We want an adventure. I gotta turn over here. I'm talking and doing all these hand movements. You're just seeing like cuts of it come over. So everything's working together. Everything's working good. Give our sauce a stir. It's just getting better. That sauce is just getting better as those flavors work together. It's important. If you've ever watched Hell's Kitchen, right, or something along those lines, Chef Gordon Ramsay will tell you, taste as you go, taste as you cook, so you can add whatever. If you add too much of one ingredient while you're cooking, right, What do you do? What do you do? Do you throw it away and start over? Of course not. What do you do? Jen wants to answer. She's not letting the audience answer.
No, I think they should answer, but I have a guess.
What's your guess?
Well, you have to add something else to balance it. You have to
Right.
add the opposite.
Right. So if you're noticing something is too tart or too sweet, you'll add the other component. That's how you get away. I've said this many times. Start light, right? And then you can always add more. You can't take it out. And that's true. So what happens if you make a mistake? What happens if you add too much of something? You're not screwed. You're not screwed completely. All you have to do is add in the component that matches that and add more in. That way you can balance. You just want to be careful. It's kind of like when you shave, right? Not that I would know much about that. But you're like, trim a little off this side, and then you're like, it's not quite even. And then you trim a little off that side. And then before you know it, your beautiful beard is gone. So anyways, if you're noticing that your sauce is too much salt in it, you probably added a little too much soy. So what you want to do, if you add too much salt, too much soy, chicken stock can be another thing that's real salty. So you want to balance that out with sweet, right? So then you would go over to your little pantry of ingredients, and then you would add more sweet chili sauce into it, right? It's that easy. It's that simple. That's all you have to do. And this has worked together nicely. I think I'm at a consistency that's pretty damn good. If it's too salty, you put it in the dishwasher. Nice. Awesome. Thank you for joining us. If you just joined us here on Twitch, we are taking an Asian-inspired trip across the world with our barbecue tonight. I am Montana Max, professional pit master, and what we're doing tonight is we are making lovely chicken that is Asian-inspired. We just finished making our glaze that's going to go on there with common ingredients. You can go back and check those out, or you can see them posted later. And then we're also doing eggplant that's Asian-inspired, that contains ingredients like soy, fish sauce, which doesn't contain fish. If you just joined us, they're like, ew, fish, I am out. There's no fish in fish sauce. It's just a translation deal. But, oh man!
Hey kids, look, I'm doing the
The
salt
Norwegians
thing.
are here!
Salt.
The Norwegians are here! We need to take cover! It's Grave the Barber! Where's the bacon? Of course that's his question. Where's the bacon? Tune in Sunday, because I'm going to show you how to make bacon. We're going to do it this Sunday for you. Norwegian raid! This is my heritage. They're all here. Thank you for coming, Norway. It's a Friday night barbecue party. And we got a new follower, Alexis. Thank you. Whoop, whoop. We demand bacon. They always demand bacon.
Have to go up to the fridge.
Go get bacon, babe.
No.
Babe, we better have bacon in the fridge, otherwise we're going to be in serious trouble. You know what? I'm sending the little shield maiden over here to go find bacon. Are you too drunk to drive on our Friday night barbecue party?
Howdy, partner.
I'll be right back.
Freidenberg 21. There goes Jen. There she goes. Right there. You see the hat? She's on the hunt. We can do bacon, and we'll do it because Norway is my homeland. Norway is where my heritage is from. Leffian was here, and actually my mom's in the chat. Tell our Norwegian friends, Mother, where our homeland is from. Tell them. You're going to see Frankie Ann pop on here. Thank you so much, Thomas Krem. Thank you so much, Freidenberg 21. Jen is on her way to get bacon because if you demand it, I will come. Grave the Barber. Hey, Mom, where's the bacon? Don't worry. Jen's on it. We're going to get that. But we are doing some awesome stuff, and we can incorporate bacon into it. So Jen is going to do that. Let me show you what we're working on, guys. And thanks for coming. All right. Unusually long tongs. Which, by the way, we learned on our last stream that unusually long tongs turns into a microphone and a guitar very easily. So if any of you from Norway have any song requests, let me know, because I will throw it down with my unusually long tongs. You guys are Vikings, right? You like eating meat off the bone? I know I do. Look at this beautiful chicken that we got smoking down here. Look at that. Is that a Norwegian artist? Is that put meat in my belly? We're going to do that. We're going to do that to you hardcore. Because we got... Here, I'm going to pop over here and get you a better angle on this camera. You mean this meat? Right here. Look at all this lovely meat. I don't F around when I cook, man, with meat. We do enough to feed the whole Viking army. I don't know that, and that's why I got to come to Norway. I'm on a mission. I'm going to share this with you now. I'm on a mission to come to Norway and cook for the whole clan. That's my mission now. Since I joined Twitch, which is just recently, my whole plan is to get on my Viking ship, sail to Norway, and cook you all the best American barbecue with bacon that you've ever had. That is my goal. I think we can make this happen. The other thing that I'm working on, which I think my Viking Brotherhood would be a great addition to, is guess what? I'm going after Guinness Book of World Records here in 2021. Everything is better with bacon. And by everything, you mean life itself. You can never have too much bacon. There's no such thing as a little bacon. Oh my God. This is why she is the best in the business. Grave the Barber, my Viking Brotherhood, are you ready? I need to hear you in the chat if you're ready. Are you ready? I'm going to give you the old American Hulk Hogan. Cause I am a real Norwegian. Get the bacon in here, baby girl. We're gonna cook up this beautiful... Let's flip it over here. You demand it? I never do not... Double negative. Thank you, baby girl. You are the best. I never do not have bacon on hand. We always have bacon. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to take this bacon and we're going to up that chicken. Yeah. Grave the Barber says, good, baby girl. That's right. Come here. You earned a Viking slap. Come here.
What's a Viking?
Come here. I'll show you.
No.
Come here.
Uh-oh.
Come hither. There she is.
Oh, no.
Thank you for the bacon, babe.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's take our Asian chicken up. Grave the Barber said, Pat's baby girl on the head. Yeah, absolutely. She is a sweetheart. She's on the Norway track, too. She wants to go. We want to go cook in the fjords. Yeah. We want to go cook mountains, seaside, everywhere. We were talking on Sunday, some of your crew stopped by, and we were actually talking, you know, because America people are crazy. If you watch any sort of news, you know they're crazy.
We're gonna have some.
So we want to move to Norway. All right. But more importantly, what can we do right now? Because everything's better with bacon. Let's do it. I've got bacon right here on the sheet. Let's get a bacon close-up. Let's get a bacon close-up. There we go. Right on the plate here. Beautiful, delicious bacon. Wrap the chicken with bacon. You read my frickin' mind. Because what's it going to do? Number one, it's going to infuse more flavor into the chicken. It's going to infuse more flavor into the chicken. It's going to give it a beautiful color on the outside. So let's do that. So we already have awesome looking chicken that's been smoking away in here. Well on its way. And we are going to wrap this beautiful bacon all the way around it. You came, you asked for it. Montana Max gives you bacon wrapped Asian chicken. And I can tell you, we're not losing authenticity with our Asian dish at all, because pork is a huge thing in Asia. Let's do another. Let's do another. Bam! God, it's so beautiful. I wish I would have had this idea, but I couldn't without my Norwegian brothers. Say what? You bring me inspiration. You make me a better man. All right. Beautiful bacon wrapped around this chicken. We're going to put it into the hot zone because we want that bacon to get nice and crispy and get all that beautiful bacon fat to start dripping on that chicken. Start working with it. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Easy. Start at either the bottom or the top. It doesn't matter. Don't waste your time on the nub, right? Yeah. Someone's going to have to translate for me. There we go. Look at this. Look at that. And you know what? Another thing we can do, and we'll set it up. I'll get in touch with Grave the Barber. We'll have a big party. We'll drink some aquavit. It'll be awesome. You know what? We'll make bacon chicken lollipops. Have you guys ever seen those? There we go. There's your translation. So, have you guys ever seen chicken lollipops? That's like an American barbecue thing. If you haven't seen it, you really should. And I'd love to show it to you. So we want as much direct heat as we can get on these. I'm going to close that lid down. But you guys love the bacon shots, right? Who doesn't? So let's get in. And let's do the slow pan. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Bacon, 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 bacon! Frickin' delicious. We just made tonight's stream 100 bacon times better because of our Norwegian friends. That's what really brotherhood is all about, especially when it comes to the Viking clan. It may be past dinner time, right? Thomas raises a very good point. In Norway, it's past dinner time. But I will tell you something, and you know what? Thomas, I'm going to work on getting you a watch. And all it's going to have, instead of hands, it's going to have bacon. So you know that any time is bacon time. It don't matter if it's 5 a.m. It don't matter if it's 5 p.m. It doesn't matter if it's 1 p.m. It doesn't matter if it's 1 a.m. What time is it?
Bacon time.
Babe?
Bacon time.
It's bacon time. It's always time for bacon. It's 3:05 in the morning, FYI, right now in Norway.
Ooh.
Thank you for joining us.
Damn.
3:05. It's Saturday there. We're talking to people from the future.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Can you believe that?
That's so cool. I feel like we time traveled
We did time travel.
to Norway. Wow.
We're,
That's pretty sweet.
we have said goodbye to Friday and hello to Saturday. Treat yourself. We're going to line this up. I'm all about this. We are going to get time travel into the future. We're bringing bacon, we're bringing Montana, and we're bringing Montana beers, and we're going to Norway.
Sweet.
And that way, when it's 3:05 and we're sitting here, what time do we have here, babe?
What did they drink?
Jen wants to know what you drink in Norway.
Yeah.
What can you go to the liquor store in Norway and drink? What can you get there? Please let me know. Anybody jump in. And what's your favorite things to drink? And what's your least favorite things to drink? So when we come over and we're like looking at all the stuff on the shelf, we're like, what are we getting for the aquavit? Yep. Everything. Grave the Barber says everything we drink. Aquavit's big. And Jen and I have actually had Aquavit. Even though I'm from Montana, we're living in Minnesota right now, and there's a giant Norwegian, I'm not going to say the S word. Jen's like, shit? Of course I'll say shit. Sweden. It's chocolates and cuckoo clocks, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, but there's a giant Scandinavian population that lives in Minnesota, and we have had Aquavit, but we haven't had true Norwegian. It's been distilled here in Minnesota. But we've actually had that when we went up to Duluth.
Yeah. That's cool.
So in Norway, can you get like,
Spotted cow.
no, that's only in Wisconsin. But can you get, say you went to the, yeah. Have you guys drink his beer, gin and tonic drinks? Graves a big fan of the gin and tonic. I like gin and tonic too.
Try mojitos, they're better.
That's not even the same thing.
I know, I'm just saying.
That's not even the same thing. What are you talking about?
They're better.
Seltzer girl over here doesn't know what she's talking about.
No, I know that.
Do you guys in Norway have Jägermeister? Jägermeister's big in America. That's German, right? Hence the Jägermeister. Yeah. OFC we have. Oh, of course we have. So Jaeger after a big meal, that's super great. Too much Jaeger here. That's second favorite. All right, so Jaeger after a big meal is a common drink for Americans, right? After a big meal, they'll have a little sip on the Jägermeister. I need it. We're gonna get a bottle. So, all right, too many thoughts coming to my brain and out my mouth at the same time. We're gonna get a bottle of Aquavit, and then we'll do it on the air, and then you guys can tell us if you think it's legit or not based off the facts we get from it. You know what I'm saying? We also are going to have an episode coming up where we're going to be doing some scotch. So that's coming up in the near future too, where we're going to do some Brooklade. How do you guys feel about Scottish scotch? That's another good question, because that's a lot closer, Scotland, right, to Norway. I also work as a bartender at a popular shot at my pub is at 50/50. Really? Oh, of course, layer it. That would look really pretty. But how often do you have to cut people off on that? Shot in the neck. Shot in the balls, man. 2 or 3 of those and you wouldn't be able to even walk out of your bar. How many people have you carried or drove home? That is an ass kicker. I think we need to get Jen to drink one of those on air.
Oh, God, no.
I can get both those components.
Jägermeister doesn't taste like licorice.
They say you cannot mess with pure delicious Aquavit.
I've never had it, so I won't.
But he's saying don't mix it with Jaeger. Pure. That's what you want. Just that on its own. Don't F with something that is a work of art in its own. Am I right, Thomas? Don't mess with something that doesn't need to be messed with. I can appreciate that logic. My birthday is in summer, and I took 10 of them, no problem. He thinks.
Yeah.
And also beer and drinks. You are my kind of guy. We're going to tear Norway up. I got the food covered. We got the bartender. We got the cook. We're going on tour. We got to do this. We got to do this. We got to connect. I'm loving this. Because they have barbecue competitions in Europe. It'd be interesting to see if we went over and competed in Europe,
Just take a month off and go backpack.
how American barbecue would fare in the American barbecue system in a different country. Yeah, I know, man. I'm getting a little bit shaggy, too. He's also a barber, as his name would imply.
But she's looking at your beard, knowing and thinking,
I know, I'm getting a little grizzly. It's getting a little longer. You clean me up, I come over, you take care of business. Jen would appreciate that. Baby girl would, she'd be like, yes, please. Clean him up. Clean him up. All right, that beer's gone. I can't believe. Oh, all right. Hang on one second. I got to scroll over here. I'm losing my chat. You got to keep me up to date.
Oh, you can't read it?
Nope. Because it's not updating on that screen, so you got to keep me going on with what's going on here.
So,
Or hand me the mouse.
it says, I am a big fan of the flavors by itself, though. Jaeger alone, aquavit alone, whiskey alone, no mixing. Is what Thomas says.
So Thomas is not a mixer.
No.
I can appreciate that too. There we go. Got the
You got it now?
Yeah, I got the mouse in my hand, but can I make you understand that the A-hole band's got the A-hole fans? Me and Jen, we're here to say, like Chin and Chatter, Simon's twins are one and the same, 'cause fame ain't gonna live forever, never worrying about dying, 'cause it can't be any better. Whatever always happens, hope it happens to the worst, and the worst is yet to happen, hope it happens to you first. So, whoa, Joe, what do you know when you just got down to the Max Talk show? Did you do the What Tuesday? Did you do the Hustle? I am all drinker. Can I drink it? I sink it. Damn straight. I'm Montana's only 6'2" Norwegian white rapper, by the way. Eminem ain't got shit on this. This bacon smells frickin' phenomenal. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making the bacon tonight. Bam, bam, unusually long tongs. I'm actually gonna get this up to the camera here. Let's flip this over. You guys want to see how your bacon's looking? I'll show you. Delicious. Look at that. Look at that steam. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it is. You got to take my word for it. It's looking and smelling absolutely freaking phenomenal. And I'm actually going to kick the heat up. All right. All right. Time to open another beer. It's in the neighborhood. It is a Yesco. You would be surprised. All right. Let's pop open a beer here. Thank you for joining us here. Friday Night BBQ Party. I got to flip this over. Bam! We really appreciate everyone showing up, having some drinks, partying with us. Whether you're here at Nake Skud. Is that how you say it? Nake Skud. Nake Skud? I got to work on my pronunciation and enunciation. But, yeah, a lot. I know. I'm from Montana, you know. Fuck it. I'm joining in with a nice glass. That a boy. Here we go. Big cheers. Yeah, kind of that. I was kind of that close. When we're all sitting around eating bacon and brisket and pork. Cheers. There we go. Cheers, Thomas. Let's go. I know that one. Come on, Jen. Jen, get baby girl over here. Skull! That's the true Viking thing. The Minnesota Vikings just ripped it off. They don't even spell it correctly. It's SKAALLLLLL exclamation point.
Right.
Cheers to our Norwegian brothers and sisters from Jen and I here. Soon we do be together. Soon we skull. Soon we cheers together. And thank you for your brotherhood, your sisterhood, and for being here tonight.
Right.
So awesome. So awesome. All right. I need to tempt some chicken here. We're having a party. This is how we do it on Friday Night BBQ Party. This chicken is rocking and rolling. I'm going to get down here because I kicked the heat up, right? We want it hot for that bacon. Get those juices flowing. To Valhalla.
Is Valhalla like Valhalla?
I'm going to get my mic down here because we got this flame working. I want you guys to feel the power of the grill. This is why I love this. Let's see if you can pick this up on the mic. It's like a freaking jet airplane taking off on this bacon here. Yes! To Valhalla! I actually have a friend of mine here in Minnesota that crafts Viking mugs out of horns. We need to get those. Yeah. All right. Where's my tongs? You know, like horns. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. All right. Sauce is ready. Let's get our bacon moved here just a touch. I need some room here. Because we're going to glaze the shit out of this chicken with our fucking Asian sauce that's we put together here.
What kind of sauce? Dash.
What kind of sauce is it? So,
Oh, Mark Richardson. Remember him?
yeah, Mark. What's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. We're joined by Mark. We got our Viking brothers and sisters here. We are having a Friday night barbecue party. Thank you for coming back. We got our Asian-inspired chicken. We're just getting ready. What's up? We're just getting ready to glaze this chicken, right? Let me show you guys all what I used here. I used Hoisin Sauce. I used rice vinegar. I seasoned with, not this, I seasoned with chili sauce, sweet chili sauce. We got soy sauce. We got all these flations. That's what happens when you cook Asian and you're from Montana. You put flavor in Asian together and it becomes flasian. That's damn straight. Skull mark, Brick. See, the Vikings have brought you into the clan. And of course we got ginger and garlic all in this sauce with just a little sugar to balance off because I got soy sauce around here somewhere. Oh, right there. Bam. So all that, and we're going to glaze the shit out of this chicken. Thanks to our Norwegian brothers, we actually are going to be doing some that are what? Bacon wrapped. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. You can literally add bacon to everything. Mark says skull. He's with it. He knows what's down. Awesome. All right. And then we got eggplant that we did too. And we did that with a little rice vinegar, a little soy. We actually put, tell me this, you guys in Norway, do you guys, skull? It's not skull. Skull. But that's the American version. Yeah, with an egg.
Maybe they say it the same way, the pronunciation.
Yeah, skull.
Yeah, like that?
Yeah. We also got eggplant on here that we did with some fish sauce, rice vinegar, soy sauce. Tell me, Norway, you guys ever drink sake? Because we added sake to that as well. Which, by the way, I got to turn my grill grate because we need those grill marks. Grill marks when you're grilling, right? Huh? You kind of say, oh, so it's skull. Skull. It's got more of a oh to it, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what we're after. All right, right here. As promised, I'll walk it up to this main camera here. Yes, that's right. I nailed one. My frickin' Montana accent. All right, so these are grill grates right here. Awesome. These are what we're going to use to get sweet marks on our eggplant. You want to cook a steak, big-ass prime rib, big-ass porterhouse, ribeye. You want those beautiful diamond marks. This is what will get it for you, no matter what grill you're cooking on. Let's give them a spray with some oil. Let's get it sprayed up. That is not oil. That is butane. We're going to turn this bad boy all the way up. Let's crank the trigger out 500 degrees. Peace out, Jen. That's baby girl. She's joining you. Look at that. She's even rocking the freaking emotes. Man, girl, that's why I love you so much. So freaking much. All right. So let's start glazing some chicken here. Get yourself a basting brush with silicone. Yeah. Silicone parts are made for toys. Huh. Sir Mix-a-Lot. You guys know Sir Mix-a-Lot? So we got our Asian sauce here. All that. Hoisin is the main component with sweet chili. We'll post all this stuff up. Here, I'll flip it over. Here's shameless plug to our Instagram channel, Montana Max BBQ. We're going to post all these recipes on our website, all that good shit. Let's glaze this up. You can see here, I'll get it up here. Let's flip it back over. One side video. Yeah, it's an awesome video. All right, there we go. So you can see consistency with the glaze. See it drip? It's all right if it's thick. That's all right. When it hits the heat of the grill, right, it's going to thin it back out. You getting the skull back, girl. You see that? Awesome. Thomas is all on it. Time to brush this chicken down. Now the reason I kicked it up so hot is because we got this grill grate. We're going to take our eggplant, flip that shit right onto the grill grate. We're going to get sweet diamond marks on there. But you got to have it hot. When we're cooking steaks at SCA, I'm cooking like 600 to 700 degrees. I can cook steaks for the whole Viking army. I love this. All right, I'm going to take a pause here. Let's close that lid. This is awesome. This is awesome. I want to read this. You ready?
Yeah.
Come here.
Me?
Yeah, you. Get out underneath the heater.
Okay. What are you going to read?
The first part. I can't read the second part unless they want me to because I'll look like a jackass. But they might enjoy that. Come here.
Okay.
To our friends here. It's probably the same thing. It's just the Norwegian version. Noodle! Thanks for joining us. Thomas says try. I will try it. Let's do it. Let's do the English version. All right, first the English version. We toast to our friends, to those we know. To those we do not know, we don't care at all. Hey, cheers. All right, now for the Norwegian version. Vi ska forvärras vinna. It's O though. Och det som vi kaja. Det som vi kajena. De drifter ve. Hey, score!
That was horrible.
And Jen says, but cheers anyways. Jen says, that was horrible. You don't know. You don't speak Norwegian. Maybe I got like a, all right, out of 1 to 10.
So.
1 to 10. Close enough. All right, you can score me out of 1 to 10. Cheers. Cheers indeed. All right. Let's get this chicken glazed.
That smells good.
Let's go ahead and shut that. Get a little hot over there.
Oh, it's fire.
Huh?
You got flames.
Little bit because I kicked it up and I didn't change the sheet underneath. It actually said it was understandable. It'll be fine. It's not fire once I snuff it out. I got it. I got it. Yes, it comes out the... Don't freak out if you get a fire when you're cooking on your Traeger. It's not anymore. This is just smoke because... It's not going to catch up there. We're all good. Relax. We're hanging out.
Don't burn my food.
I'm just happy that somebody understood my Norwegian with my first stab at it. Review authenticity 1. A good try 10. All right. This is what happens when you let you don't change the sheet underneath your grill.
Noodle 357 is here. He likes my hat. That's right, go Chiefs.
Yes, we are big Chiefs fans because obviously Jen is Kansas City fan, from Kansas City. Shit happens when you barbecue. Like everything catching on fire because you didn't change the pad because you were setting up your stream and you worked all day. It's fine. It's all right. Yeah, I'm wearing the hot pad. See? Not a big deal. Does make for a good twitch. Everyone catches their grill on fire at one point or another. Most people don't do it live on a fucking stream. But whatever.
Where's our food?
The food's on there. It's getting extra smoke. It's super hot in there.
Yeah. Open it and let it out.
No, because that's how oxygen starts fires. So we're snuffing it out. All catches fire. Yeah, I mean, fuck. I mean, you can cook chicken over a live fire. Whatever. This could happen at your Friday night barbecue party very easily, right? So don't panic. Do you see me panicking? Fuck no.
Have a fire extinguisher near you.
Have a fire extinguisher. Or for us, we've got a hose over there. Either way, whatever. The chicken's done.
How done?
Real done.
Oh, babe. That's not there. Wow. We are. Oh, it's coming up again. It's coming.
Yes, relax. I got this. We'll just go ahead and shut that down. Too hot. It's because all the fat dripped down. Bacon's going to be done. It's going to be perfect. Don't worry about that. That's just the grill grate. That's extra crap that was just on the grill grate. Not a big deal. This is what happens on a Friday night freaking barbecue party. You ain't going to get this on your other. Hold my beer, honey. Shit's on fire. What are you worried about? There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, you just let it go.
You just let it go.
Is it turned on?
It's turned off. It's fine. Everything's fine. Have a fucking seltzer. Sit under your heater, which is also on fire. There's lots of things on fire in this world. Like California. Doesn't mean you panic. Note to self. The one thing I forgot tonight, because what do I always say? I always forget something. Yes? Yes. So what I forgot tonight was to change the fucking drip pan on my smoker. Because I was worried about everything else. And everything's fine. Now it's Cajun chicken. Asian Cajun chicken. There's just, yeah, it's fine. I got it. That's way better than it was. Way fucking better than it was.
Should've got a picture of that.
No worries, more smoke. Yeah, we should have got. Tune in to the professional pitmaster as he lights his house on fucking fire.
Yeah, I don't.
Cheers! Holy fuck, that got done. You want to know? Here, all right, my Norwegian friends. Here's how you made a big difference tonight. I'm going to show you something. And this is no shit. I'm not just being a fuckstick about this. So the chicken that... We got some chicken on the flame side. I mean, this is still... It's fucking charred. The inside is all right. Here, let's flip it over.
Look what you did.
Shush. This chicken is still edible, right? Little charred on the bottom. Very hot. I'm going to put that down. Do you want to know the chicken that survived here tonight? The chicken that was protected by fucking bacon. The chicken that was wrapped in bacon is absolutely fucking perfect. Let's zoom in.
Bacon power.
Damn straight bacon power. Because it was wrapped in that fat. is absolutely
Oh, pretty.
100% fucking perfectly done. The chicken saves the pig again. I'm going to hold this up here. If I can find it. There we go. Absolutely goddamn perfect.
The grill just told the unwrapped chicken to F off.
It did. It did. It told it hardcore to F off. So that got charred. That got charred. This stuff isn't bad. But the stuff that was wrapped in bacon
It's saved.
is freaking perfect. Is freaking perfect.
What about the eggplant?
Eggplant's fine. That's in a pan. So, I'm going to try to pull the fast one here. It's kind of hard to do. There. Say what? Oh.
See what's happening.
All right. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling out the drip tray that I didn't take out before the show because I was concerned about other things. I really need another hot glove. That's what I need.
Go get one.
No, I don't want you to go get one. I'll use my tongs. I can problem solve this shit. So when you do a bunch of cooks and you got a bunch of grease and shit on your goddamn drip tray, that shit will light on fire.
When you're drinking.
Especially when you're drinking, but if you're not drinking while you're barbecuing, you're not fucking doing it right. So that would be the cause of your fire. Right there.
You're such a good teacher, babe. You did this all just.
Yeah, Jen's like, you're such a good teacher, babe. You did this to teach them the way so they don't do it. You damn straight. That's totally what happened tonight. There's no other way you guys would know. There's no other way. It's Friday. Don't be silly. Wrap your willy. Damn straight. All right. So now that we totally fucking charred half the chicken, let's see if we can finish off that eggplant too.
Let's do
Let's
that.
do it.
Let's do a plate, huh?
We're going to do a plate.
Let's do a plate.
All right. Crisis averted. All I know,
Live TV.
it's live fucking TV and shit happens. What are you going to do? Either way, bacon saved the day.
Yes, it is.
If we learned anything, is that bacon is really our hero. All right.
Here we go.
Push to ignite. Nothing possibly can go wrong here.
Isn't it done?
What? The chicken? Yes.
And the eggplant.
And the eggplant will be done here in just a moment. If it doesn't start on fire again, which it should be fine. We only lost 3 pieces of chicken that I wouldn't serve to anybody. That's it. What?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it.
Only on Twitch, only on Montana Max. I'm telling you, you watch your other streamers that are cooking inside, you're not going to see that level of fire.
No.
You will not see that. The only place you can catch this sort of awesome is right here.
Be sure to subscribe.
Be sure to hit that follow button because fuck, why wouldn't you? While the grill is heating up, let's go ahead and sauce this shit up because we want this shit to sauce. We're going to do a quick plate here. Hopefully our neighbors have not called the fire department.
I think I need to go grab a plate, babe.
Go ahead, go grab a plate. Holy shit.
Fun.
Ironically, I may have lost my eyebrows, but we didn't lose any viewers.
Your beard didn't catch on.
And my beard didn't catch on fire. That shows you it couldn't be that fucking bad, right? All right. We're going to let that sauce set. We're going to get eggplant hopefully going here. Jen's going to get a plate. I'm actually going to taste this. It's actually really fucking good. Despite the kerfuffle, if you will. Just a little bit of chicken tendon there. Despite the kerfuffle, we've got bacon. We've got chicken. We've got the sauce now. We got the fire out. Life is pretty damn good. And we've got to share it all with you tonight on our Friday Night BBQ Party. And I finally made it through my second beer. If it's a Friday night and it's only your second beer and you've had this much fun, you're in for a hell of an evening. All right. You see, we're cooking away just fine now that we got that freaking pan out of the way. And of course, just because we had a small fire, bacon, I'm still not giving a give up on my garnish. Gotta have garnish. A little bit of green onion. Here we go. Let's chop this shit up. Flip her back. Bam. Knife skills. Hey, thank you for joining us, Grave. You are a man on a mission, and I appreciate you greatly. I only hope I can repay the kindness to you, my Norwegian brother, soon. Thank you so much. I'm going to plate this up and get off the stream myself. You really made my evening, though. Thank you so much, brother. I know it's got to be like 4 or 5 a.m. now. You all right?
Yeah, I'm trying to
All right. Perfect. Got a little garnish done. You want to let Cammy out so she doesn't piss on the floor inside? That would be awesome. Taco Maniac, the question is, does she like the eggplant?
Uh-oh. Cammy's gonna run over this.
That's fine. Just let her out. She'll find her way. She'll go underneath the camera.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, sweet. Indonina. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and views. Blah, 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 blah. Get the F out of here with that. All right. Let's get a plate. Let's put this chicken on the plate. It's not about the real eggplant, babe. All right. What time you got, babe?
It's 8:41.
8:41. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to try a band hammer. You're right. Oh, that's to get junk out of there. Like that guy that's like, you want to buy followers? Blah, blah, blah. All right. Here we go. We got the dish ready. Flip her over. Let's see if I can flip it back and get it onto the camera here. There's our Asian style chicken drumsticks. We just garnished with a little green onion, and we got the eggplant here. That I was going to show you the grill marks, but you know what? We caught the damn Traeger on fire because I didn't change my... Oh, and then Jen's favorite goddamn sauce, which it is good. Terry Ho's Yum Yum sauce. Let's do a little drizzle. And that'll actually work excellent on that eggplant because it'll pair nicely against the soy. We can do a little everywhere. There we go. All right, baby girl, you want to take a taste?
I don't have a fork.
You don't need a fork.
No, I don't.
Just use your hands. Do it the Viking way.
Okay. Can I come try?
Yeah, come try.
Which one should I try? This one?
Whatever you would like. I'll give my mic over here. What do you think?
So good.
So good. And we didn't kill it with the fire completely.
No.
We saved it.
And the skin is bite through. It's perfect.
So that's the good news. You have a little bit of a flare up. Chicken, you want to cook at a higher temperature. You can take that shit up to 195 degrees because it's going to make that skin nice and crispy. Still going to be moist on the inside because of all the frickin' seasoning and sauce that we did. Protected it along with bacon. Thank you, Norway. All right, try a little bite of the eggplant. Just for shits and giggles here. What do I do with my beer?
I do not have a fork.
You just pick it up.
Pick it up.
Just pick it up.
All right.
There's the beer.
Not the normal way I would eat this, but.
Not the normal way anybody would eat eggplant. What do you think? Give us a
very good. The seasoning is like really good.
So
it has a very different flavor. I don't think I've had it like that before.
let me take a little bite.
Okay.
So nice, tender. Eggplant should be like this. It's almost buttery. The consistency.
Yeah.
Which is what we're going for. So it's got that soy, that rice vinegar, that sake, all working together. We topped it with a little Terry Ho's Yum Yum sauce that gave it a little bit of sweetness. That's really good. I actually dig that a lot. I was a little skeptic on how that was going to turn out. But that doesn't taste like your typical eggplant or Italian eggplant. So that's our Japanese infused eggplant or Chinese or Asian. We got our chicken drumsticks done. We quelled a fire. Thank you so much. We got 22 awesome viewers here that I can't thank you enough for joining us, watching us shut it down. And even though we had a problem, right? Fuck it. It's cool.
It's good, isn't it?
It's
Chicken.
fucking really good.
Really good. I would like to eat more of this.
Eat as much as your heart desires there, baby girl. We're going to post the recipe up on our website. You want to find out how? Just follow us right there on our Instagram at Montana Max BBQ. If you enjoyed what you saw, laugh your ass off. Hey, thank you so much. 13 unnamed 13. I like the name. That's awesome. If you liked what you saw, follow 13 unnamed 13's example there. Hit the follow button. Hit that subscribe button. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, all that good shit. We post different content everywhere. We compete professionally, and we appreciate you backing us and backing our team. We can't thank you enough for being here tonight. So, just to review real quick, it is cold. Can you see my breath? It's chilly outside. You live in Minnesota. You know what it's about. Let's throw her back over. Right there, Asian-inspired chicken drumsticks with soy and sake-infused eggplant. Of course, with that smoke flavor, because we're doing barbecue, and we love it to death. Thank you so much for all of the people that back us in our competition cooking and all that good stuff. And that's Gunter Wilhelm Cutlery, the only knives of Montana Max. Con Coolers that keeps our meats and beverages cold whether we're here or on the road. The Beard Struggle, which gets this Maine all beautiful like it does. Croy Valley Foods and Sauces. And of course, Paws, because we love animals. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us tonight. Really appreciate you being here. And remember, as always, and every time, for those about to cook, I salute you.